Hello everybody, my name is SuperZilla, and welcome to another Zilla Plays. Today we're playing, well, as it says here, you are playing the Stanley Parable. I have seen only slight gameplays of this, and I can tell you right now, it is extraordinarily funny. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've wanted to do a good comedy game, and I've seen lots of really funny things on this. I love the voice of the narrator in this, so you know what? We're not gonna talk about it as much anymore. We're just gonna get into the game. So let's go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay, I love the voice already. Like just
Stanley
the narrator.
worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others
So it's a normal desk job.
soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Truthfully, I love the narration in this thing. Like, it's very similar to the guy from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's always hilarious. Let's see, can I open this? No? No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What does the email say? What does the email say? Can I see? No. Okay, so let's get a move on. It's very empty here. Yeah, no, this game I think is probably just, you know, follow what he says and things happen. For this gameplay, we're going to... Somebody spilt their coffee on the floor. It's sacrilegious. I don't even know if that's a real word. Probably is, or I'm just saying it wrong. But oh my gosh. The coffee is spilt. We can't deal with that. We're gonna walk away. Okay, well, okay. But yeah, no, this game, it's...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna do what he says this time, just to see what happens. And, when we'll probably end up playing again, because so far this looks entertaining. We'll probably just choose something different.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips
Feeling a
for
wave
not
of
getting
disbelief,
fired.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, there's a projector. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively. Okay, let's get a move on. Let's go through. Okay, can't go in the broom. I can go in the broom closet. What's in the broom
Stanley
closet?
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I don't wanna. I wanna take a look at everything.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
But I'm looking at everything. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh, I can actually get...
Baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Oh my god, this is already...
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Because there's so much to look at here. I mean, there's tape, there's wrenches, there's a monkey wrench, there's things, and...
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. It didn't even occur to me, because literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
But it's of
I never
significance.
would have thought to mention it.
But it's of significance to me. I'm the one enjoying it. Can I jump?
Maybe
No, I
to
can't.
you, this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. That broom
Stanley was
closet
fat and
ending.
ugly and really, really stupid. He
Oh, that was
probably
uncalled
got the
for.
job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Well, that was uncalled for. That was very rude. I'm gonna stay here
Well,
now
I've
to
come to a
spite
very
you.
definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Oh.
We got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and we're just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Oh my god.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I want to see where this goes. I want to see if he let get mad. Okay, so by the looks of it, he's not going to say anything. Okay, let's just go.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. Guarantee you can't do any worse than coming to a staircase. Stanley walks upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, I screwed that one up. You know what? We'll follow him just this time to see what he's got to say. Wow, it's nice up here. Oh my gosh, but this is absolutely hilarious. Executive bathroom. Oh, I want to go in there. You can tell the difference between like budget and such like that for the main floor and this floor.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
See how many times I can get it wrong before he starts bitching at me.
Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he was going to do instead. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Okay, come on, you gotta get more mad at me.
2845. Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
I love this game. Oh my god, this is brilliant. Like, this is actually brilliant. It is completely interactive with what you are doing in this game. Like, I've never actually played a game that is this interactive with what you're doing.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Mind Control Facility. Oh no. Choices. You know what? I'm gonna go to the facility this time.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What
Wow.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Let's keep going. Oh, look, camera.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Wow, this is, I guess you could really say this Big Brother is watching you, huh? But no, it's like, this is a lot of fun, this game so far. Like, I've literally played 12 minutes of it, and it is I have to say, it is a lot of fun in just the way that it's completely and 100% interactive.
This
Like,
mind control facility.
anything I do-
horrible to believe it couldn't be true.
Hey, there's me.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was
my little
stuck with
office.
his boring job? That
Huh.
his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
It was a nice
Had he
little jump.
truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Possibly?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
Oh, yeah?
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, this I gotta see. How am I gonna do this? Ooh, what does this button do? Button. Okay, so. Really? Really? The big red button. That's. Ooh, what's up there? What's that upstairs? What's that? Come on. 4? I'm pushing it. Okay, so that did nothing. But wait, there's more buttons. Let's go over there. Wait, that says 5. But then there's 1. Where's 1? And where's... Oh. Oh. There they are. Okay, let's push the button now. 1. 2. 3. Where's 3? 3. 3. 3. Okay, well I can't find 3. I gotta continue wandering around aimlessly. What? Just gonna walk away from that for now. Where's 3? Ah, there's 3. I'm going for 3. 3. I have no idea what I'm doing. But you know, like I was saying before, I got cut off by 4 or 5 times. This game is really freaking good because it's 100% interactive. It's the fact that I can just stand in a room and do nothing and the game actually gets mad at me for it is brilliant. Well, that did nothing. You know what? I'm gonna go to this one. But it's the fact that it did nothing. Like, it reacted. It got mad at me. Because I did nothing. Ooh.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
So if this is what turns it on and off... What was the red button? I gotta push the red button now. I have to know what the big red button does. I thought that was like boom or something, but no. Red button. Red button. Red button. It does nothing. Crap. That was a waste of time. But yeah, no, this game is... Truthfully, it's very basic if you look at it. I just go around and I just do things and the game just reacts to it. But the fact that I do the things I want.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Whoops.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yeah.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Oh God.
How long until detonation then? Let's say...
now?
2 minutes.
Oh.
Ah, now this makes things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Happily ever after.
Balls. Well, oops. Is it gonna start me over again? No! Oh. What? 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 Where am I?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, well, anyways. That was my first run of the Stanley Parable. I have to say, that was pretty funny. I have to apologize for that last bit. I was kind of panicking a little bit, trying to figure out what buttons to push and if that actually did do anything, and apparently not. So yeah. Anyways, that's, believe me, there will be more of this. I enjoyed this a lot, so there's gonna be as many endings as I can possibly figure out, because along the way there was an escape instead of going to the mind control thing. Could have gone right instead of going left, and, well, yeah, there's gonna be more videos of this.
Stanley
Anyways,
stood for a long time in one spot. It's part of the game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
Okay. Alright, well, anyways, thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please press the like button, subscribe, comment, share, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and stay super